Okay, so today we are going to look at the SWIFTT poetry analysis strategy for our poetry unit that we're starting. As you read a poem, you read it for understanding. Then you go back and then you look at the tools that the author uses to create a poem, right? Or a song for that matter, which is what we're going to be using as well. There are different types of tools that make up the acronym SWIFT, okay? The first one is speaker. The speaker is who the narrative voice that is presenting the poem or the song, right? And when you're thinking about the speaker, I want you to think about, can you make any assumptions about this person? Okay, now what's not on here is another S, which is symbolism. And symbolism is when an object stands for something else, like a feeling or an idea or an emotion. If we think about the American flag, the flag is just, some fabric, red, white, and blue. It has stars, there's a pattern to it. But for Americans, it symbolizes or it represents a nation, right? And so when we're reading our poem or our song, whatever we're going to be analyzing this week, I want you to think about looking for any objects that may be presented in the song or the poem to represent something else. The W is for word choice, okay? Oops, sorry about that, guys. Word choice. And so when we think about word choice, we want to think about the specific words and the emotional impact that those words have on us. Think about those words that the author, the poet, the songwriter uses and how those specific words impact how we feel, because we know words and songs make us feel a certain way. Sometimes that gets us really hype and it makes us want to dance. Sometimes it makes us want to be still and think about things. Sometimes those words help us to connect with the writer or the poet. So think about word choice, okay? The next letter in SWIFT is I for imagery. Okay, when we think about imagery, we look beyond what we just, see. And we pull in our other four senses or our sensory details, right? We're looking for lines that are like very descriptive, okay? And we want to think about how do those lines help us understand the main idea and get a better picture of what's happening. So as it says here on the analysis sheet, you're using the movie in your mind, right? What are those images cause you to imagine as you're reading the poem or the song, all right? The F is for figurative language. We talked about this tons of times, right? Oh, it's raining cats and dogs. Are there really cats and dogs really falling out of the sky and, cascading down and hitting us on our heads, on the top of our umbrellas? Absolutely not. It just simply means it's raining really, really hard, right? So we want to look at all of those figurative language devices that authors use to help paint a picture in our minds, such as metaphors, similes, personification, onomatopoeia, so forth and so on. And there is a chart stand that is in our classroom that you can refer to if you need just a little memory jogger for those. And then our last letter is T, which the T actually stands for two things: tone and theme, okay? When we think about tone, it's the attitude, right, that the speaker or the author has towards a specific subject, person, or idea that's being expressed in the poem. And you can pretty much tell the author's tone based off of the word choice, right? The word choices that they're using, okay? And then we have the theme, all right? And the theme is, again, we talk about this a lot in class. What is the life lesson? What is the advice that you can take away, right, from the poem or the song, so that you possibly don't repeat the same mistakes or decisions that is expressed in a song or a poem? What is the advice that you're going to walk away with, right? It's an overall message that anybody can use, okay? And so today, what I want you to do is you're going to go back through here in the video, and Ms. Johnson wants you to jot down this SWIFTT poetry analysis graphic organizer just the way that you see it here on the screen. I want you to write that in your journal, and then you are going to practice going through just a few bars or stanzas of a song that I'm going to be posting for you. Okay? All right. Happy SWIFTT analyzing.